Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of the Everton Project. Today we've got our final two Champions League matches of the group phase against PSG and Borussia Dortmund, as we're looking to complete a perfect set of 24 points. Hopefully you guys are good and are still enjoying the series. We are in the final couple of episodes of this series. Obviously we're moving away from the Premier League focus. I was really hoping to win the EFL Cup this year, but it hasn't happened. So really our only chance of winning a trophy is the Champions League. So we're going to put everything behind that. But a big update to let you know of since you were last with me. Now, after the Bayern Munich game, literally seconds after the episode finished, the game crashed. So I had to replay that match. I had to replay the Arsenal match as well, because I'd saved just before Arsenal. So we went on to lose against Arsenal, and we still won against Bayern Munich, but it was just 1-0 this time. Lionel Messi scoring the only goal in that one. We then beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Messi's getting 2 goals, and Tobias Gullikson also scoring. Then we lost 2 Premier League matches in a row that we absolutely shouldn't have done. Wolves and Norwich both beat us 2-0. We then returned to form in the Champions League against Galatasaray 3-2. Gordon, Gallagher and Bargi scoring. We beat Leicester 1-0, Anthony Gordon scoring that one. Then we lost to Southampton away from home, so that was then 5 consecutive away defeats in the Premier League, which, that was the EFL Cup quarter-final. My bad. Anyway, we then went on to beat Bournemouth 4-0. Beto scoring a brilliant hat-trick, and Smith Rowe also on the score sheet. We beat Brentford 2-0, beat Aston Villa 3-1, but then went down 4-3 to Manchester United. It was an incredible game. They were 4-0 up, and then Martin Vidic own goal set off a bit of a comeback. Lionel Messi springing some magic from nowhere. 2 goals he got there. Very unlucky in the end to just go down 4-3. It was almost the comeback of all comebacks. But that started a 4-game losing streak, continuing with a Liverpool 1-0 defeat, 3-2 to Birmingham, and then 3-0 away to Manchester City. But we have recovered it with a 3-2 victory against Chelsea. 2 goals for Beto and 1 goal for Harry Maguire. So we've been incredibly inconsistent since you were last with me, but the one constant is that the Champions League has been going very well. That's the Premier League table at the moment. We're virtually out of the title fight already because Man City are virtually a cheat code. Look at their season so far in the Premier League. They are dominating and will continue to dominate, I would imagine. We would have been 11 points behind Arsenal had Man City been gone from this Premier League. But top 4 would be an incredible achievement if we can finish there. Of course, we finished 5th last season, so we're at least making progress. And if this series was going on longer and longer, I'd be putting much more effort into the Premier League effort. But I know at the end of this season, we're stopping. So, I'm going to be honest, I've not been on the ball with it in the Premier League as much as I could be. That, the rotation of the squad has not been good. But the Champions League is going great. The one I am focusing on, with 6 wins out of 6 so far, 18 points. We're the only team to have definitely qualified for the next round. So it would be nice if we could finish it off with 2 cracking performances today against Paris Saint-Germain and Borussia Dortmund, who are both mid-table in this league. Squad performances then for you. Top goal scorer is Beto with 20. Lionel Messi there on 8. He has announced his retirement. He's going to retire at the end of next season. 6 goals there for Barkley, Gordon, 4 for Conor Gallagher. Top assists is 6 for Kieran Trippier, and top average rating is Beto with a 7.41. So let's have a little look at the team for today then. We've got Meslier starting in goal with Patterson, Okoli, Maguire and Branthwaite in defence. Garner holds the midfield with Gallagher and Barkley in the middle of the park. Messi and Smith Rowe will start behind Beto up top. We do have a few injuries at the minute, and a couple of unhappy players as well. So the boat is it's just starting to rock a little bit. We've had all of our transfer budget taken away from us, so there's going to be no possibility to make more signings, but we can enjoy the Champions League music a couple of more times before the round of 16, which we will be covering next time out. So we're away to PSG. Of course, that's where Newcastle will be playing next in the Champions League as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we... Oh, I didn't mean to skip the music, but never mind. I enjoyed it anyway, for the moment at last. So this is going to be a good sort of idea of how we perform against one of the top clubs in Europe away from home. And there it is into Beto, and it is 1-0. The assistant referee has flagged, so I'm assuming this is going to be chalked off. But we will see. VAR, yes, they do disallow it. We'll have a little look at the replay here. You can see it was Garner, and oh, that was very much on the bubble. But good start. You know, looking positive. And if we can go to, as I say, one of Europe's top clubs and perform away from home, then you never know. We could go on and do something special this season and maybe even get to a Champions League quarter-final, semi-final, maybe even the final and win the whole thing. We are going to give it our all. A lot of that is going to go down to who we get drawn against and that sort of thing. Oh my God, what is Ghana doing there? That was absolutely horrific. Just absolutely shoved Dembele over, and that is a penalty, Jeff. And now Meslier under pressure facing Kylian Mbappe as the whole of Paris watch on and essentially are waiting for an Mbappe brilliant penalty right into the top left bin. And I tell you what, Meslier got close to that, didn't he? But it is 1-0 to PSG. And, well, it would be our first defeat in Europe, but we can't complain too much. We've done incredibly well to already qualify. This is all just a bit of a fun time, bit of an experiment, if you like, to see how we will do away from home. And maybe, you know, we're not playing our absolute strongest 11. Trippier's not made the trip, and Cucurella's injured for a couple of weeks. So there are a little a couple of additions that you would maybe put in our squad instead to make it even stronger. But it is 1-0 PSG, but we're not embarrassing ourselves, and it would be nice if we could hang on to this. But that's gone behind for another corner here. Now, who's this going to be? It's going to be another one from Dembele. Whipping it into the area. Hernandez with the header. And it's a good save from Meslier, who has been rumoured to be of interest to Paris Saint-Germain and was the subject, I think, to a 55 million bid over the summer. We want a hell of a lot more than that if we are to get rid of our number one goalkeeper, who I'm very happy we signed. Of course, at the time, it was a 40 million backup goalkeeper, but he has really developed into one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Here's Mbappe now with a chance. Good tackle from Macaulay. Ghana's looking very, very rough today. I think we might have to take him off at half-time. Here's Legate then, and gets it into Dembele. Oh, over the bar. Unlucky. Very unlucky. But Beto still looking a little bit tired. Here's Dembele, whips it in, header from Ugarte. Now here's Ramos, gets it to Dembele, and here's Onana with a great chance. Oh, and Amadou Onana, our former player, of course, puts it into the back of the net, and he will be very, very happy with that. And it's 2-0 now, and that's a shame. I can't believe he's actually joined PSG. £58 million he's joined from Hertha Berlin. Maybe that's one that got away. Here's Hakimi anyway. Gets it to Ugarte, now to Onana. Onana now still going. Excellent tackle from Macaulay, but yeah, I don't see us being able to get back into this match now. 2-0 down, against a very, very strong Paris Saint-Germain side. But we will give it our all and see where we get with it. Here's Dembele. Dembele finds Onana. Onana now whips it wide to Dembele. Dembele on the ball. Oh, it's through. I thought it was going to be 3-0 there, but not this time. And, well, it's a shame because multiple players just aren't performing as well as they normally do. Okay, thrash the arms then. Not the best performance in that first half. Let's see how we get on in the second half. And it would have been nice if we could have made a couple of recruitments in January, but the financial situation of the club is absolutely awful. We are in so much debt. It's crazy. It's such a good job that we are in the Champions League. We're sort of topping up our balance a little bit with each little performance in the Champions League. And here's Ramos with a chance to make it 3. Goes around the keeper, and Giancarlo Ramos has scored. And it's now PSG 3, Everton 0. And yeah, this is a bit of a wake up to reality, I suppose. That maybe away from home against Europe's best clubs, maybe we're not that good, actually. But we will keep trying. We'll keep pushing. And you never know, depending on the draw, if we got somebody like Sevilla, maybe Porto in the last 16, then we could go a little bit further. And our home form is still pretty good. So we can hopefully use that to good effect. Right. Patterson is having an absolutely diabolical game, which is a shame. Messi's going to come off as well. Bargi's going to come on, as is Brian Zaragoza. We're going to go for a cap 5, a cap pentagon, everybody, of changes, and hopefully this will turn the game around a little bit for us. And if we can grab one goal back, it's not beyond the realms of possibility to get back into this, but here come the changes. A little bit of fresh legs. And if you're wondering why the likes of Trippier and Bargi didn't play this game, it's because they needed a rest. They were very jaded after the Chelsea game, so we did give them this game off, especially because we're already through. It's not worth risking our best players. Here's a Coley on the ball, pushing forward, gets it back to Meslier now. Oh, it's just dreadful, isn't it? I mean, that's the second goal exactly like that we've conceded in this match. So I just hope that this doesn't batter the confidence, because we're already fairly low on confidence given that we're so inconsistent this season. And it is a shame, because obviously we started the season off pretty well. We were top of the league early in the season. But yeah, I don't think our summer recruitment was actually strong enough. We signed some good players, but yeah, we needed more to be able to cope with the demands of Champions League football. And that tends to be where we've really struggled, is when we've come back from the European game, the sort of weekend match after it, we've struggled, and then that wrecks the confidence. Then we go on a bit of a bad run of form. So yeah, it's a tough gig. It is a tough gig this year, because we're a team that's massively overperformed the last 2 seasons. We're still in the top 4 of the Premier League, and that's what's bonkers. If you told me season 3 we would be in the top 4, I'd have taken that. I think that would have been a good Everton project. But yeah, hopefully we come back to life against Dortmund. We still should top the table, I would imagine, unless PSV beat us. But I mean, PSV, you wouldn't expect them to be near the top. So there's a lot of teams underperforming in Europe this year. We're very, very happy with our result there. Let's see how we get on against Dortmund. Okay then, here we are ready for the match against Dortmund. A couple of changes to let you know about. Kieran Trippier comes in at right back, I'm also going to take Garner out and put Linen in there. We've put Rooney Bargy on the left with Messi on the right. So here we go then. Quite a few players unhappy because they're not getting the game time they were promised. And I did worry about that at the start of the year, didn't I? I said, having these as important players and whatever really does make us struggle a little bit. But we shall see. Hopefully we come out on top against Dortmund, finish top of the Champions League group. We shall see, I suppose. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier a match than it was against PSG, you would think. Pardon me, but yeah, I mean the Dortmund massive have travelled and done a good job here to support their team. And here we go then, as the wonderful Champions League music ends. Emre Can tries to get it forward. Linen cuts it out though. Here's Branthwaite on the ball, and we've went back to his normal role of an inverted fullback in when he's playing at left back, and it seems to work out okay. Here's Maguire. Doesn't want to make too many mistakes today, and we've kept faith in a lot of the boys that played against PSG in a dreadful performance. Here's Rooney Bargy though on the left hand side, cuts inside and then shoots, and that was almost an incredible goal for Rooney Bargy. Right, here's Lionel Messi. No, it's not, it's Trippier with the corner. Trippier now gets it to somebody who passed it back to him. Who is this? It's Messi. Right, here's got back at end of highlight, unfortunately, but we certainly seem to be the better team so far. Obviously, very difficult to tell, and we have to be honest with ourselves. Dortmund are probably on paper a better team than us, but they're currently not guaranteed to qualify. Should do though. Top 24 does it. But yeah, it's very surprising seeing the teams that are up here. I mean, Benfica, PSV Eindhoven, Atlanta. I mean, there's going to be some tough teams in that playoff, and there's going to be some big names that drop out. The fact that Benfica, PSV, Atlanta, they've got a guaranteed shot at the quarterfinal. As long as we get a decent draw, we could go very, very far in this competition, and we will just have to see how it all pans out. But we certainly want to give ourselves the best possible chance here by being atop of this little league phase. And unfortunately, we're not scoring goals today, it would appear. We've decided that we don't fancy doing that. After that Beto disallowed goal for offside, which was a real shame, because we would have went 1-0 up against PSG. It would have felt amazing. Bayern Munich playing Bodo Glimt. Let's see, any big teams missing out? I mean, you can see Atletico Madrid. That's a huge club side to be dropping out. Here's Linen. Gets it forward now to Rooney Bargy, who does find Beto, and it goes wide of the post. And that's our big problem this year, is we don't really have a backup striker. We have got Messi, who has been filling in all right, actually, up top from time to time. And Maguire hits the bar there. Here is Lionel Messi. Gets it back to Trippier and keeps the attack going. But apparently nothing happened from it. And we've only got about 15 minutes left. So we're going to move Messi up top. We're going to move Bargy out wide. We're going to have Smith Rowe on the left. Barkley's going to come off for Gullickson. And I think that's pretty much the only changes we can realistically make and still have a side good enough to beat Dortmund. We might as well try and win this. We are very much on top in the match. Oh, please no. Giovanni Reina. Excellent. Oh, it's a good save from Meslier. A disappointing header from Mats Hummels there. Meslier, what's he going to do with it? Go on, son. Yeah, boots it forward. And now it's Trippier. Here's Gallagher. Finds Rooney Bargy. Now here's Linen, and we're on the counter-attack here. It's Rooney. Rooney cuts inside, gets it forward to Gallagher, and is that a penalty, Jeff? Surely that's a penalty, Jeff. Whoa, how is that not a penalty, Jeff? Oh, well, is it going to go in anyway? No, it's not. I think we've been robbed there. I think we've been robbed, folks. 2 minutes of added time. I think that's going to be it. Ajax have missed out as well. Well. We do finish top of the table, which is great. Shows our credentials. But who misses out? Ajax, Fenerbahce, Porto have missed out. Madrid, as we mentioned before. No other real big ones in there. Making it through, we've got RB Salzburg, we've got Hoffenheim, Galatasaray, who we've already played. Celtic are making it through to the last 32, or last 24, I should say. Atlanta just missed out, but Monaco did make it through. I tell you what, there's a half a chance here. There really is half a chance. Now, I don't know when the draw is going to be. Let's have a little look. Champions League knockout playoff round. Right, I'll go ahead and play Manchester United, and I'll see you guys when it's time for the draw. Okay, of course, we're not involved in the knockouts round, and the draw for that is going to be on the 27th of Feb, so a little bit of time to play. But let's see which teams are definitely going to have some knocked out. Hang on, how did Porto make it through? Didn't Porto... What? What's happened here? There must have been something happening. Oh, okay. Oh, the top 8 has completely changed. RB Leipzig have made it in there now. Did they maybe play on a different night or something? I'm sure you guys had probably already said that in the comments. But, okay, let's have a little look at the knockout playoff round. So PSG and Real Madrid, I mean, that's two big teams. One of them is going home. But other than that, you know, not massive teams that are going to struggle to get through their round. But obviously, there's always going to be shocks. By the way, we absolutely thumped Manchester United 3-0. Beto, Gallagher and Smith Rowe on the score sheet. It was a terrific performance. So, yeah, that means that we are currently in 4th place in the Premier League. Looking very, very good to qualify for the Champions League again, hopefully through a top 4 finish this time. But we will be back tomorrow for the next round of our Champions League adventure, sandwiching Leicester City match in the league as well. But we've got some games coming up that we should be all right with, so fingers crossed all will go well. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.